notes here. Like, Crawford isn't very predictable. I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, you know, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most, and maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected.
First ballot Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer.
Terence Crawford's preparation for the upcoming showdown with Canelo Alvarez has reached near mythical status, drawing comparisons to a machine with an uncrackable code. Evander Holyfield recently praised Crawford's freakish athleticism and deceptive fluidity, particularly his seamless ability to switch between orthodox and southpaw stances. According to Holyfield, this makes Crawford's movement nearly impossible to anticipate, forcing opponents into a perpetual state of adjustment. It's not just physical skill, it's strategic mastery. Holyfield likened it to life itself, the ability to adapt constantly. Crawford's razor-sharp reflexes and unorthodox timing make him not just dangerous, but deadly. Holyfield sees in him a fighter with both the tools and the mentality to disrupt even the most dominant champions.
Going left-handed and right-handed, how do you deal with someone like that?
Well, I don't know. There's nobody switch up on me a lot. So it's hard for me to say, but I know life is about adjustment. You have to make adjustment. To be successful, adjustment is always going to be the difference between how far you go.
As Crawford gears up for what may be the most defining fight of his career, the presence of boxing legend Andre Ward in his camp has proven invaluable. Ward, renowned for his discipline and tactical brilliance in the ring, is helping Crawford refine every element of his game plan. Their sessions aren't just about getting stronger, they're about getting smarter. Ward's ability to handle pressure from physically imposing opponents mirrors what Crawford will soon face. Together, they're developing a plan not only to break through Canelo's signature rhythm but to impose Crawford's own calculated tempo and disrupt Canelo's timing from the opening round.
Right. As you see, iron sharpening iron. 2 legends, 1 retired, 2-division undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first ballot Hall of Famer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence "Bud" Crawford, as Terence Crawford is preparing to become a 4-division world champion August 3rd when he faces off against WBA super welterweight, junior middleweight world champion Israel Majumar, and the WBO title will be on the line as well. This is epic. There's shadow boxing. Terence Crawford in southpaw stance, as you see Andre Ward in the orthodox stance. Many people starting to speculate.
Training camp footage that surfaced recently gave fans a brief but powerful glimpse into Crawford's preparation. One recurring focus stands out: relentless, surgically placed body shots. These are not random punches, they're well-timed, precise attacks designed to wear down even the most resilient fighter. Crawford's camp has clearly identified Canelo's body as a target area, knowing that slowing him down early can lead to critical opportunities later in the fight. The video underscores Crawford's calculated approach. He's not just throwing punches, he's crafting an assault that unfolds over time, round by round, with devastating intention. There's a growing belief among boxing insiders and fans alike that Crawford's stars are aligning. Momentum, hunger, timing all seem to be tipping in his favor. He's peaking both physically and mentally, and this moment could become the centerpiece of his legacy. Defeating Canelo wouldn't just be a massive upset, it would catapult Crawford into the rarest air, transforming him from elite champion to generational icon. This isn't just about titles anymore. It's about rewriting history and stepping into a realm reserved only for the sport's greatest legends.
Everything is on Terence Crawford's side, all the legacy, meaning he only has the opportunity to win the belts. Saul only has an opportunity to defend them. Terence Crawford has an opportunity to be in a 5 division and the only person to win all 4 belts in 3 separate weight divisions. Why is Saul taking this fight? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's some things in life more important than just the belts. And that 20-year career that Terence Crawford made, that all that he has, is very valuable. Very, very valuable. He had 1 foot out the game, and if he can be the man to defeat him, because remember, if Saul beats him, Terence Crawford was the first man to get all 4 belts in 2 separate weight divisions. Yes, I beat that champion. Yes, I beat the multiple division champion, and he had the...
Crawford's camp continues to emphasize that this fight isn't just about physical conditioning, it's about what's inside. Mental fortitude, composure, and resilience have long been Crawford's unshakable foundation. He's made a career out of turning doubt into fuel, and rising when people count him out. His ability to keep calm under extreme pressure is viewed by his team as the X factor that will separate him from Canelo when the fight gets tough. Their message to Team Canelo? Do not mistake Crawford's quiet confidence for weakness, it's the calm before the storm.
The one thing about Crawford is he got guts. Them bums ain't have no guts. Them bums didn't want to win. Crawford want to win. That's it. It ain't about no belt. It ain't about nothing. You didn't sign the contract. We want to win, and he want to be the best, and he is the best. So that's what's going to be the difference. You know, Crawford got guts. He got a fighting spirit. So when you see Crawford, he going to go in there and get busy with Canelo. Don't you even doubt that. You understand? You ain't never seen Crawford stay on the back foot in no fight in his life. You understand? He the type of guy to go get you. So expect him to go get him. We're going to do everything we can to him. We're going to do whatever we got to do. But one thing you can expect is Crawford is going to step to him. Because you can't beat Canelo going on the back foot forever. You got to go get him. You got to do something. And he better know Crawford.
Caleb Plant, a former Canelo opponent, weighed in with a realistic assessment of the matchup. While acknowledging Canelo's undeniable strength and ring presence, Plant warned against overlooking Crawford's tactical genius. According to Plant, boxing isn't just about size, it's about who can think faster, adjust quicker, and stay a step ahead. Crawford, in his eyes, possesses a rare mental agility that can nullify physical disadvantages. He believes that this fight could be far more competitive than most analysts are currently predicting.
Terence is not a regular guy, you know what I'm saying? He's special. And, you know, Canelo, he's a top-notch fighter, world-class fighter. Still on the pound-for-pound list, I'm sure towards somewhere near the top. And it's exciting. You know, Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, close range, outside, and he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it, though. So that's why you know, I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and, you know, be able to find out first.
For Crawford, this bout carries a meaning far beyond money or fame. It's personal. This is a rare opportunity to etch his name permanently into boxing history. Taking down a figure as dominant and respected as Canelo Alvarez would validate everything he's built. He's not showing up to compete, he's showing up to define an era. With unwavering focus and a hunger to make history, Crawford views this fight as the moment he's been preparing for his entire career.
Terence Crawford, what do you make of Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time, one fight at a time.
Analysts across the sport agree, Crawford is one of the most difficult puzzles in modern boxing. His style is not static, it evolves minute by minute. This constant shift contrasts sharply with Canelo's more traditional, rhythmic approach, which is often built on repeating familiar patterns. Crawford's unpredictability makes him a nightmare to prepare for. He's capable of morphing into a different fighter every round, forcing opponents to adjust in real time. That level of adaptability could very well be the difference between victory and defeat on fight night.
Poker face on this guy is ridiculous. And then just early thoughts here, like Crawford isn't very predictable. I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable. And despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most. And maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him. Maybe he can counterpunch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly. But Madrimov was countering him. If you can counter the counter puncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Alvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius, and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh.
Bill Haney, one of boxing's most respected voices, has given Crawford his full endorsement. This isn't just praise, it's recognition from someone who understands what greatness looks like. Haney has worked with and seen champions rise and fall. His support for Crawford is rooted in observation, not hype. He believes that Crawford has the experience, adaptability, and mental edge to perform under the brightest lights, and most importantly, to rise above the pressure that a fight of this magnitude brings.
Well, for everybody that was straddling the fence, straddling got your pants split at the seams. You got to pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent, another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Yeah, so don't split your pants. Pick one.
Bill, what you think about the knockout bonus? They say there's a bonus if one of them get a knockout.
Who?
They said there's a bonus in this fight if one of them get a knockout. I heard it's around $5 million. Do you think Crawford's trying to cash in on that?
I mean, you should knock him out. I mean, if Canelo ain't coming to do what he's been doing to everybody else.
Brian Bomac McIntyre, Crawford's longtime coach, continues to champion Crawford's intelligence as his single most lethal weapon. While many fighters rely on raw athleticism or knockout power, Crawford's secret weapon is his brain. He analyzes, adapts, and executes like a chess master. Bomac believes this mental dominance will be critical against a veteran like Canelo. What's more, despite all the hype surrounding this fight, Crawford remains grounded. He refuses to be pulled into psychological games or pre-fight trash talk. His composure is unshaken, his focus laser-tight. That internal calm, built on relentless preparation, is what convinces his team that they are on the path to victory.
Somebody like that, like a Canelo, it not only is his offense, he's got to have defense too, you know what I'm saying? So, styles makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skills?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you that. He'll get the job done. Because Bud boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but Bud just a little bit better.
I can tell you fully believe in your fighter and he believes in himself too. There was a slight back and forth at the press conference there. That was just a battle of belief. Who believes they're better? Obviously, Terence believes he's better. Did you look into that? What happened at the press conference there as the first
That's
war
just
of words?
That's just press conference, man. The reason why I believe into my fighter is because from day one. The first day he walked in the gym to where we at now. We haven't lost yet, okay? He got a loss. He got 2 losses.
How does that affect him coming into this fight?
One thing about this, always remember this. He got 2 losses, right? We got
Sugar Ray Leonard, a living legend in the boxing world, recently shared his view on Crawford's potential to topple Canelo. Leonard, who knows firsthand the value of tactics over brute force, sees Crawford as a fighter cut from the same cloth as champions of the past who outmaneuvered larger, stronger opponents. Leonard praises Crawford's timing, ring IQ, and ability to remain poised under fire, 3 qualities he believes give Crawford every chance to pull off a historic upset.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true, but you know what? There's always a way. Put it that, there's always a way. There's always a way.
Crawford has always built his legacy on one key trait, adaptability. He doesn't come into fights with a rigid strategy. Instead, he dissects opponents in real time, adjusts on the fly, and forces them into uncomfortable positions. This approach has dismantled even the most seasoned challengers. Now, with the stakes higher than ever, that ability will be tested like never before. Yet, his history shows he thrives in chaos. Fans and analysts alike are betting that Crawford's in-the-moment genius will shine again when it matters most.
Crawford, on the other hand, he has been walking down his fighters, and people don't see that but me. For some reason, when I had that tape, people were screaming cat. And it's like David Ebenezer, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Gamboa, a meme machine. Even against Madrimov, the way he won the fight was by fighting. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather sticking. This guy has been too athletically gifted, and I mean explosive, hard punching, and too strong for his ops. When he's in orthodox, he boxes more. When he switched, he becomes a puncher. And now he's coming out southpaw. He ends you. He is not, you gotta watch him fight. He does do athletic things where his hands and his feet work together and he catches you for sure. But what he mostly do is he punishes and he bullies his ops because he walks you down and whips your ass. He's an asshole.
Crawford's team is approaching this fight with a unique blueprint, one that no previous Canelo opponent has used successfully. Recognizing that recycled game plans won't work, they've designed a fresh, dynamic approach. Crawford's ability to switch stances, disguise punches, and exploit timing gaps is central to their strategy. Their goal isn't just to win, it's to create problems that Canelo has never had to solve before. They want to dictate the pace, disrupt his rhythm, and make the fight uncomfortable from start to finish. This isn't about surviving, it's about dominating in a new way.
These excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you know, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, you know, he got that in the back of his head. You know, this guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves, he can punch, he can do.
What makes this fight so electric is the respect it demands. Both men are champions, both are elite, but they bring contrasting philosophies to the ring. Canelo is deliberate, powerful, and polished. Crawford is fluid, cerebral, and unpredictable. This isn't just a clash of styles, it's a test of boxing's fundamental questions: brains versus brawn, timing versus power, rhythm versus chaos. Fans know they're in for something special, a collision that could reset how we judge greatness.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Terence Crawford is top 5. Top 5, I'll die on that hill. He's my top. He might be top 3. He might be top 3. I just gotta see what's up. But I'm gonna be real. This Canelo might be the most fucking locked in Canelo I've ever seen in my life. My boy Canelo is too fucking locked. He's not even speaking Spanish no more. He's speaking fluid ass English. He's not even Spanish no more. Oh boy said, how will this affect the Canelo legacy if Terence Crawford beats you? He's not going to beat me. No, he's not going to beat me. But this will go down in boxing history. But he beat me. He's not beating me. No, you're not different. No, you're no different than no Spanish. Canelo's locked in. Yo, I'm telling you, this is that fight where I feel a little bit scared for my face.
That wraps up today's breakdown. The road to this historic battle is heating up, and the deeper we dive, the more complex and fascinating it becomes. Stay tuned, because this fight is shaping up to be one that boxing will never forget.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.